She was assaulted as a child. She kept the secret for 15 years. The question the teacher asked that set her free to become a mentor to others like herself. Tell me more, coming up after the break. So much of what happens to us as children forms us in our later years, both the good and the bad. Sue Bowles of Pataskala is trying to turn her bad into good for others. We want to warn you, her story may be triggering for people who have been impacted by sexual assault.
Unfortunately, there are a lot of people in the world who are suffering in silence. And stuck. That's what we're talking about, is how to get unstuck.
Sue Bowles is on a lot of podcasts.
A lot of brokenness, a lot of woundedness. It shows up in different ways for different people. So I was in denial about my story. And
telling the story that she wasn't supposed to tell.
And his last words were, "Don't tell anybody." And I didn't know the prison those words were going to put me in. And I didn't.
A classmate dragged her into the woods.
It started when I was first grade. I was raped in first grade.
She told no one for 15 years and was angry with God until her Defiance College Dean of Students asked a question.
He knew he had a student in his office who was about to let out a huge secret. So huge that she had never let on to it in 3 years.
An excerpt from her book, The Space Between, From Trauma to Healing.
And there's no greater privilege than telling someone the profound effect, literally life-changing effect, one question has in your life.
And that question was, did somebody hurt you?
Right. Right.
She battled through an eating disorder and suicidal thoughts and found her faith again. Went back to school to become a master certified life coach. Karen was one of her virtual clients during the pandemic.
She helped me see that I was on the right track. I was doing all the right things. I just wasn't thinking all the right things.
Where are you now?
I am in a really good place right now.
Daring to believe that you matter.
Sue's appeared in over 100 podcasts so far.
I think another thing is
finding her worth. You don't get paid for any of these?
Nope, not at all.
So it's not a financial gain?
Nope, not at all.
What's the gain?
Knowing I helped somebody.
Her coaching is called My Step Ahead.
We have to be able to break out of that mold.
Bringing along those who feel one step behind.
I hated myself. I hated myself.
Do you like what you see now?
I love what I see now. I see someone who's back to life. How we look at something makes a huge difference. And now I've got to the point where I believe I have something to offer somebody else. And I'm going to go do it.
And she's passionate about it, finding a lot more people, and has an extra job on top of that. So she fits all of the podcasts and the coaching into a regular job on top of it. But she's found new life and freed it up because the secrets can keep us in prison, as she says.
Well, and that's the thing. You know that she's passionate about it and that it truly means something to her if she's willing to do that for no financial gain at all. It's not a job.
Yeah. And at some point, maybe it will turn into something that has some financial gain. I want to take a moment to remind you of the resources that are out there. Take a look at these numbers on your screen. You can jot them down. Both are anonymous. They're available 24/7 if you need to talk to someone. Remember, if you're in a crisis and you need help immediately, please call 911. And if you have a story that you'd like to tell me, email me, bjohansson@wcmh.com. Love to hear from you so we can share your story with everyone.